I'm literally just telling you exactly what I did. I built my clientele up in a year and a half, like a year and a couple months. I went from having any luck with walk-ins to having at least bare minimum. I would do my haircuts in 45 minutes. So 2 haircuts in an hour and a half, 4 haircuts in 3 hours. I would do like 10 haircuts a day, like in 8 hours. So 1 haircut every 45 minutes. And now I do over like, on average, like 15 to 18 haircuts a day, doing the same thing, the same motions. The only thing I do now is I cut hair faster. So this is what it looks like now. We're gonna clean them up. We're gonna do a little transformation, and I'm gonna show you guys the end result after we're done with the other side. So, what kind of haircut do you? This is exactly how I'll go with a brand new first time. This is exactly how I'll do it. What kind of haircut do you get, bro?
Alright, so usually we do like a textured slick back.
Okay.
And I'll do like a fade going up into the beard too.
Okay.
Lately though, I've been doing kind of like a zero fade on the sides going down into the beard.
Okay.
I've been trying to keep the beard a little longer now, so obviously let's go over the beard with like just flyaways and everything.
Okay.
But textured slick back, basically how it is right now. Touch up the sides. Maybe
okay.
It's up to you if you want to do a skin fade on the side or if you want to do a half to a one, whatever you want to do. I personally am cool with either one of those.
Okay.
As long as at the end of it, the contrast, you know, the beard being
right. As long as as long as you have a nice blend.
Up there, yeah.
Okay. No lineup.
No lineup, no.
Line up the mustache.
Yeah.
Line up the mustache.
The mustache is right here under, but on the over maybe just
a tiny bit.
Just angle it, but nothing going down into the mustache. Just
gotcha.
Keep the shape, but a little sharp.
Okay, sharp on the mustache, sharp right here.
Yeah.
Keep it as natural as possible.
And everything, and I kind of do this thing with my beard where I like to fade my beard going down into my chin.
So long, shorter.
Yeah, I'm not crazy short, just a little bit longer right here so that I can get a pointed beard, you know, like more of like,
gotcha.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
They call it, there's a term for it, but I just like it because it accents the jawline a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay, so you do want me to trim this?
Yeah, but just slightly, you know.
Nothing too crazy.
The overall length
so
of the
right
beard.
here, maybe nothing too crazy besides flyaways. Here, a little trim.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously everything else up here, whatever.
Okay. So I've seen this haircut before. He usually gets a half on the sides. He doesn't do the zero. So what I'm gonna do to him is a little bit under the half and a little bit above the zero, because I know that's something he's comfortable with. I know he said he's okay with me doing a 0 and a half, but me knowing that he's usually used to the half, I like how his hair connects right here with the 0. It'll disconnect it a little bit. But if I do it a little bit over the 0 and a little bit under the half, it's gonna give him exactly what he wants, exactly what I think he wants. And yeah, it should be a pretty relative. One question for the right here: do you like it rounded or sharp?
Sharp. So I like to keep it with my jawline.
Yeah,
right here.
exactly how you have the line right now.
Yeah. So some people go lower to kind of cover that, but I kind of have a sharp jawline, and I like to like show the sharp jawline. So
okay.
However you think.
Okay, so go a little bit higher than that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Bet.
Not too high.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah. So we're just gonna go a little bit on top of what he has. Nothing crazy, just like how he said. I would rather tell him, you know what, let's go a little bit higher, than him tell me like, oh yeah, it's good, and then go home like, damn, that motherfucker went too high. So the back's gonna be a ball taper for sure.
Yeah.
This we're gonna start out with the 0. This is exactly how I do it. It's exactly. Oh, by the way, do you have any pictures?
Yeah, I have pictures.
Always ask for a picture, like, you know, even though I can tell he understands what haircut he's asking for. I could tell he understands, like, he knows about hair, because obviously he gets his haircut. His barber knows about hair, so. But it's better to have pictures. You see? Can I see that?
Yeah.
So, that's a half. The reason why I can tell, let me know when it's zoomed in. Alright, so that's a half. The reason why I can tell is because you can see the line from his beard up to the top. He's used to that. I know he's used to that because I know him. Like, I know his cousin. Like, yeah, like, you know. So I'm gonna give him something close to that so he doesn't stray too far away from what he's used to. We're gonna start out with the 2 open. We're only gonna film one side just so I don't bore you guys. But this is exactly how I'll treat a first-time client. I don't never really introduce myself until the end. Like, oh, what was your name, by the way? Okay, nice to meet you. For me, it just works better that way. I don't think there's anything special about it. So there's a 2 open. Let's film this side actually. 2 open. Yeah, your better side. We're gonna get this right here. I can tell this is a little bit longer, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with this. I could tell you maybe got a haircut, what, like 2 weeks ago?
2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks ago. So right here, this, we're not gonna cut that much from right there. Like I said, he wants to texturize, he wants it to blend in. Look, my 2.5 ain't cutting. So now I know that I'm putting a 2.5 up here. Nothing crazy, just trimming it a little bit. You want to keep the same style, Like, I'm not gonna give him anything crazy. Like, he's gonna go home like, looks completely different. Some people just want the same thing, like just the same thing. It's cool if it looks good. Keep doing it. Everyone always asks me, hey man, I want to try something new. I ask them why. Well, I don't know. I just kind of want. Well, I mean, do you like the haircut you have now? Yeah. Yeah or nah? They're like, yeah, I fuck with it. It's like, well, look, you try something new and you don't like it, you're gonna regret. So what I suggest is don't try something new until you're completely bored or you completely don't want the old. So he obviously is not bored of the old, so we're gonna give him close to the old. This is a 0. This is a half, what he asked me for. I'm gonna start out with the half right here, right? And he says he wants that nice blend from the half up. So I'm gonna do a little bit open right here in the middle. I'm gonna treat that as my 0 guideline. Then I'm gonna go half. I'm gonna go half here. Half right here, make sure all this is even. And then all the way to the 0 right here with my corners. And that's as short as I'm gonna get it. And that's gonna give it a nice little blend from really, it's kind of like a burst blend. This is the lowest part. It's gonna get darker here, it's gonna get darker up there. Now we're gonna do the 1.5. I'm gonna give him like a taper fade. Because obviously he doesn't get like a, he gets this lined up, but it's short. You know, he wants it so that he doesn't have to get a haircut in a week or 2. Like, he doesn't want it to grow hair really quick. So this is the 1. Oh, there's a 1.5 open. Sorry about that. One and a half. I want to do this easy. And usually for first time clients, I always try to do one side first, regardless, because it makes them feel like you really give a fuck. And you should give a fuck. Like, I'm not faking this. I'm not doing all this because I want him to think that I give a fuck. I'm actually doing this because I actually do give a fuck. So we're gonna go here. And so we're gonna go with the half. That was the 1 open. This is the half.
Where's the other one?
Right here.
The other one.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, we can turn it off.
Yes. It's all good.
I mean, it's not, it was over
Yeah.
there anyway, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
No, but it's better to have it off, yeah.
But yeah.
So look, this is a good taper, a good fade already whatsoever. But I know he doesn't want this because it doesn't look like he really got a haircut, right? So whether it looks good or not, it's not what he wants. This is a good haircut. If I let him leave like this right now, he can't be mad at it. Like, it's a good haircut. But I know he doesn't want this. So that's the difference between giving a good haircut and giving a haircut that they want. Like, that's a good blend right there, right? Did it in a couple minutes, you know, It looks nice, it looks clean, it looks fresh. But right here, I hardly cut anything. Now I know his barber knows him. So if his barber cuts some from here, then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm also gonna cut some from right there. It would make no sense for me to, let's say I'm potentially trying to win him over. If I knew he didn't have a, let's just say his barber's out of vacation, I don't know him, he comes in here and he's just looking for a haircut because his barber's not here. I don't know that he already has a barber. So I'm still trying to win him over, right? I'm gonna ask him, hey, do you like your last haircut? He says, yeah, I like my last haircut. Then I know his last haircut, this was short, so I'm gonna do it short. And obviously you like your last haircut because his barber does it, he knows his hair better than I do. So I'm gonna do the same thing. This is a good haircut, like I said. I'm gonna keep saying it's a good haircut. He can leave right now if I wanted to line him up, do the rest of the haircut. I'm sure he wouldn't be that mad about it. The only thing is that he would be, oh, it's still a little too long. It doesn't really look like I got a haircut. So always try to, if you're a barber, you should know how long it's been since the person got a haircut. You should kind of have like an idea, like, oh, this guy probably got a haircut like a month ago, 2 weeks ago, a week ago. So now we're gonna lighten everything up. This is a half guard. And we're gonna give him like a little taper fade. So we're fading it with the half guard. Then we're tapering the bottom of it. That's what makes a taper fade. Some people call it a shadow fade because this is like a 5 o'clock shadow, right? Looks like a beard. Do your thing, do your thing.
Until you said like, oh, your barber cuts it back to your knuckles.
He does. Oh, what? That's it?
Yeah, I have the other one in here. I can usually do.
Bro, I'm over here waiting for you to go over there.
I also have a bunch more in here.
Ah, let's do it. So, we did the half, right? I haven't done anything since we had a little SD card change. Now with the 1.5. So, I'm treating my half guard like a 0 line. But it's not a 0 line because he's not getting a 0. So now, this one should blend into the 1.5 that we put before. And keep in mind, like I said, you want to make it seem like he got a haircut. So you want to go not so high with it, but a little bit higher than what you would normally do with 1.5 guard. We go here. We're almost done. Then we're gonna show him, hey, is this cool with you? Or do you want it shorter? Me giving him that option, if he truly wants it shorter, he's gonna tell me. As opposed to like, well, he's comfortable with me, I'm sure he will tell me regardless. But most people aren't comfortable, like I said in the other video. If you're the one who brings it up, if you're the one who gives him the option of saying, you know what, yeah, I do want it a little bit shorter if that's okay with you. Obviously it's okay with me because I'm the one who asked. As opposed to like, he wants it shorter, but I didn't ask, so he might feel like he's bothering me if he asks me to do it shorter. You don't want your clients to feel like that, especially if they're a first-time client. You want them to feel as comfortable as possible with you, even though they're a complete stranger. So I'm gonna finish this fade up real quick. There's the fade, the half. Do the half. I'm gonna cut a little bit from the top, right here, a little clipper over comb. Blend it in real good. Give it a nice little blend right here. And line up the sides. If this is sharp, let me know, bro. It's good?
Yeah, you're good.
My clippers are sharp. I know they're sharp. So every time, especially if it's a new customer, I always tell them, hey man, if they're sharp, let me know. Don't be afraid to tell me. Okay, now I'm gonna clean it up. And usually I tell them, hey, I did one side just to make sure you like. I'll tell them exactly what I tell them. Like, I did one side just to make sure you like it. If you don't like something, you want to go shorter, you want to go higher, let me know. That way I don't have to redo the whole hair because like I know how to do one side. Once you get that side and you like it, then we'll go to the other side. Check that out.
That's fire.
You want it a little higher or shorter?
Um,
Obviously, I'm still gonna clean it up here,
That's what I
but
was
it's
gonna
just
say.
yeah.
So usually my hair will fall over right
Okay.
here, and it'll cover this spot right here.
Okay.
So if you want, yeah, like that. I'm okay with it being a little higher right here.
Okay.
And then right here it can go back to being long, but this area right here is free game for the fade or whatever you want to do.
So this a little shorter, and here shorter, higher.
So this is good right here.
Okay.
I like this right here. Going up, if you wanted to, in your opinion,
Yeah.
if you think it's better to go a little shorter right here too,
Okay.
then let's do that to contrast it more with the top.
And this shorter or
That's like fine.
okay.
That's fine.
Okay, bet. So pretty much cool the way it is now, just a little shorter here maybe.
Yeah.
Perfect. And see, now I know. I just go back. He only wants it a little shorter right here, look. Right here. So I go, get my one guard. Make sure you know it has he's more worried about having a nice blend. He's worried about, or not worried, he wants it to look really cool from, or really blended from like a low guard to a high guard. So here. He said this is pretty good how it is right now. Yeah. Once we're done cutting the top, maybe we'll cut it a little bit shorter, maybe not. We'll see how it is. Here. Get the half guard real quick. Once I find it, so I just be throwing shit in here. Damn. I really lost it. Oh. Give me 1 second, fellas. We're having some technical difficulties over here. Damn, bro, I really lost this thing.
Looks nice. I was just actually just down like, damn, got some nice hair, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I knew this shit was gonna be a nice cut. Bruh, I really lost my half guard. It's okay, your boy has a brand new one in stock. Cause I'm Himothy. Damn, bro, brand new too. Look, still has the plastic on it. You know the deal.
That first time customer.
Yeah, the first time customer client. Now, so far, have I made you feel like I actually want to give you a good haircut?
Yeah, for sure.
Have I made you feel like, hey, I kind of just want this guy's money really quick?
No.
Like,
Definitely, a lot of barbers do that thing where they're like, just look at the reference image and just run with it. But a lot of the times people would use like a reference image just for the base of their haircut, but they want really money different in their haircut. So like addressing like, hey, are you cool with this, or do you want to go shorter? Is like, it's helpful because some people would just show you the reference image and be like, just give me exactly that.
Right.
That's not what they really want.
right,
But as a barber, like you're just doing what they ask you.
right. Most people aren't gonna know what they want, by the way. Most people that sit in the chair, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, just give me this, give me that. Not really knowing what they want. But if you're the motherfucker that helps them understand what they want, they're gonna come back to you. Believe it or not, barbering is really like, I made a video about this. I hope you guys watch the videos I make on Instagram, but you're a gym guy, right? People say this a lot, that it's like 80% what you eat, 20% the gym. Would you say that's true?
Yeah.
How long have you been working out for?
Like 5, 6 years.
5 or 6 years, right? This guy knows more than I do. So barbering is the same philosophy. 80% about building a nice, respectful relationship with your client, 20% good haircut. Because I guarantee you, he knows I'm a cool dude. I know you're a cool dude. Something happens to his barber, he ends up leaving or whatever. Let's say he lived down the street, he would have no reason for him not to come here. Even if the haircuts weren't as good as the other barber, he probably won't find or go look for someone that can give him a good haircut. As long as my prices are good, my time is reasonable, I'm cool with him, he's cool with me. Like I'm close to him, like 4 good reasons why he should come here, you know? Not one bad reason why he shouldn't. So that's what helps you build clientele. Give him good reasons to come back, not bad reasons to not come back. Are my questions annoying you?
No, no, not at all.
Right. When you're a barber, you think to yourself like, oh, I don't really want to ask that many questions. I don't want to annoy this person. Well, it's not annoying when you're letting them know you guys both have the same interest, which is to make sure you look good.
Can you cash out me $50 and I'm gonna Apple Pay you $50?
Now we're gonna blend the beard in. I used the one guard. Sorry guys, I'm so focused on the haircut. I'm forgetting like what steps I'm doing. But I should have it. Like I know what guards I'm using, so I should have it on top of the screen in case I don't say it. But this is the 1.5 guard, open. I'm gonna do it a short fade, right? This is always my thought process before. He explained to me he wants it from really light to really dark. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it as compressed as possible. If he wants it more stretched out, then he'll tell me. So for example, let's say this is his beard, right? This is beard. I'm gonna start with the 0, the half, the 1, the 1.5, the 2, and whatever he has here is gonna stay the same. But if he doesn't like it, he'll tell me, you know what? Leave this the same. Do a 2 here, a 1.5 here. Do it shorter here and lighter here. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'll show you exactly what I mean. So right now, there's 2 ways to do his hair. One, keep this right here and put it here and make it all blend like that. The other way is what I'm doing now, which is I'm leaving it like here. I'm blending into where he already has. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna ask him, hey, do you want me to bring the fade lower? If he does want me to bring the fade lower, now I know and I'll do it. But let's say I did it without him asking me and he doesn't like it that way. It's like, damn, this dude fucked up my beard, you know? And you care about your beard, right? So I remember one time he was telling me, I saw him at the gym and he was telling me that, like, that one time your barber went a little too low on your beard.
Former barber.
Former barber, yeah. Oh, you don't go with him no more?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why? Wow, what happened?
No, I'm saying I'm still with the same barber that you're thinking of, but the guy who did that to my beard at the time,
Oh,
that was my former.
gotcha.
Barber, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And you don't want to share with us why you don't go with him no
I
more?
mean, no, we're still cool. He's still a homie too. We're actually cool people, but at the end of the day, it's just if somebody's putting more effort into your cut, you're gonna choose that person over the person who you're cool with, but is like kind of rushing your cuts or not necessarily asking you like, hey, like, do you want it like this or do you want it like that? They kind of just think they know what you want and give it to you, which is cool if you're cool with that person like that. But sometimes, you know, if you just rush them and get them out of there and dap them up and think it's all good, somebody can sit in the car and be like, dude, I don't mess with that.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So you felt like your other barbers started like half-assing your haircuts?
In a way, yeah.
Not really half-assing to the point where like
Not half-assing in a way of like I'm not getting a good cut anymore, but more so like
somebody else can
cut it with more effort and address points of my haircut that I'm like, you know, noticing. You know, my mustache being a little off, or my beard not being lined up properly.
There you go, you heard it from him.
You might say one word.
I get that a lot where people come and I ask them like, hey, why like what's up? Why are you here? Or do you have a barber, this and that, blah blah. And a lot of the times they tell me that it's because their last barber doesn't try anymore. And I've actually lost like a couple clients because they've told me that. Because I asked them like, oh, where do you go now? Oh, this and that. Like, why'd you stop coming? He's like, I'm like, bro, you could tell me, like, it's all good. Like, I genuinely want to know so I don't do the same mistake with other people. Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like you started, like, I felt like I was just, like, a quick haircut for you. Like, I would just come in, get my haircut, and then, like, a quick $40, and then that's it. I'm like, okay, no, I feel that. My bad for making you feel that way, bro. He's like, no, it's all good. I'm like, at the end of the day, it's just a haircut. He's not going to, you know, get mad at me or, like, go burn my house because I half-assed his haircut a couple times, but now I know, and they woke me up, and I'm like, hey, like I genuinely want to know. You could tell me straight up. I know you're not gonna come back to me, but like I just really genuinely want to know how did I mess up.
I sat in my car for a long time.
And there's a really famous saying that says a smart man learns from his mistakes, and then a wise man learns from other mistakes. So everything he's telling me not to do over the years, people have, like, obviously a lot of people came from other barbers, and I've asked them, hey, like, what did your barber do for you to be here, or blah blah blah. Or there's people that have really good barbers and like they're out of town, and they tell me straight up like, oh yeah, I have a barber, he's just not here right now. Okay, what's your barber doing? You know, what's he doing right? So I could do the same thing. And what's your barber doing wrong so I can do the same thing? Joseph, check this out.
As long as you went the other way, I was cool.
You want this? So what I was explaining to the people is, I know you said you want this to be the longest part. Right now, I haven't touched any of this. Are you cool with that, or you want me to trim this a little bit?
So with this, I actually really like the fade and how it goes down and everything. The only thing I would say is just to clean up. I mean, if you want to show the video what you meant.
Go ahead.
So I think what you meant by stretch was like, if I wasn't cool with the length right here, we could bring it down more.
Yes.
And then this could be faded more.
Yes,
into it.
100%.
So you asking me right now if I'm cool with it. I'm looking, and I'm honestly cool with it. I would go just a little shorter right here.
Okay.
Just right there. But right here, the rest just clean up in terms of like,
there you
same
go.
Guard is the same size. No length taken off. Just
there you go. Simple. So both times, I didn't fuck up. He could go home right now with this haircut, and ain't nobody would tell him I fucked up. But he doesn't. Not that he doesn't like it. He would prefer it to be a little shorter, a little lower. So most of the time, just by you asking like one simple question, hey, is this cool? This and that, blah, 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 you can make a quick, easy fix. And guess what? Now they might come back to you. If they don't come back to you, okay, cool, whatever. At least you still, try to give them the haircut they want. It's not going to work 100% of the time, but that one like small question or thing that you can ask like to fix the haircut really quick can definitely earn you a client. So now a lot of people will pretend to fix it. I'm gonna make sure he can hear the hair being cut, so he knows I'm actually cutting, especially because it's right next to his ear. Do a little lighter.
Yeah, so, Dell's was buying them do I was just over there yesterday.
Give me 1 second. I keep in mind, I'm only doing one side on camera. I'm gonna do the other side off camera. And then once I'm done with the haircut, we're gonna come back. Just so I don't bore you guys, I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Now I know what to do because he guided me through it. Okay, I know what to do here, I know what to do here. Like I know exactly what to do because he told me exactly what to do with one. And this haircut is already 30 minutes long. Usually I'd be done with the haircut by now, or almost done. But it's only because I'm explaining to you guys the whole process doing that. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. The beard, I'm like you said, only touch it up a little bit, which I'm gonna do off camera. Like I'm literally just gonna like get scissors, touch it up, go over with a guard to get all the straight hairs, which is simple stuff. I'm gonna do like a 3 guard. I'm gonna go down. If that doesn't cut, I always try to go a guard higher than what I think is gonna cut. So I think it's gonna be a 2 guard, but I'm gonna go with the 3 guard just in case I'm wrong. If I don't hear it cutting, then guess what? I'm gonna go down to a 2 guard and do it. But if I do a 2 guard and I'm wrong and it cuts too much, I just fucked up his haircut. So just try to take that one extra measure to really let him know, hey, I'm gonna tell him, hey, I think that's like a 2 guard, but I'm gonna do a 3 just in case. And if you don't like the 3, we can go down to a 2. So me letting him know that I'm willing to put in extra effort, extra work, it will go a long way. And most of the time, like I said, all of this, I'm not giving you any guarantees. I'm not selling you any guarantees. Joseph, first time client. I cut his cousin's hair. I cut even your brother's hair. Yep. I've cut your brother's. I've cut your dad's hair. I've cut everybody's hair. But he has a really good barber, and he's loyal to his barber, which I respect. I kind of asked him to come over here because I really want. I've been wanting to cut his hair. His hair comes out nice. His barber always hook him up. Like I'm never have I ever told you like, oh, he doesn't come over. No, I told you.
supportive.
Yeah, I always tell him like, bro, you have a sick barber, super nice. You should keep going back to him. But for this haircut, I'm borrowing him because he's going right back to his barber after this. Enjoy this haircut and this slow motion of the finished product. And I hope that you guys learned more about client retention strategies and how to make your client feel comfortable and make sure they're coming back, because that's what you should be trying to do every time someone new sits in your chair. You should be thinking to yourself, how can I make this person come back to me every week or every 2 weeks? You shouldn't just think, oh yeah, this is a $50 or $60 haircut, this is $60 in my pocket. No, you shouldn't think that way. You should try your best to make them come back every single time. And that's what I do, and that's how I build my clientele. If you like these videos, if you learned anything, make sure you guys leave a like and you subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. Thank you guys for all the support, and make sure you guys check out my Instagram, Joe's period cuts period one. And like I said, I appreciate all the support. I hope every video that I'm making is actually helping you guys, and all the content that I'm putting out is helping you guys become better barbers, more booked barbers, and a better person in general. Thank you guys for the support.